Item 9, public comment on items not on this agenda. It is the council's policy to refer matters raised in this forum to staff for investigation and/or action where necessary and appropriate. The Brown Act prohibits the council from discussing or acting upon any matter not agendized pursuant to state law. Would anyone like to address the council under public comment? Step to the podium if you would, and just tell us your name and your street.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council members. Former resident of San Bruno, 661 Easton, 20 years. Also former Operations Director for San Mateo County and Mosquito and Vector Control for 40 years. What I'm asking tonight is for you as council members to ask for the resignation of your representative. And you've had plenty of time to look at the grand jury investigation. You've read that articles. And I didn't bring an extra copy, but I do have other documentation that shows beyond a doubt that not only was the board incompetent, but the manager. And this is something I've been working on for over 2 years now, waiting for the finals on the grand jury investigation, which was about a year ago. So please consider this. It's something I think that the constituents of San Mateo County and San Bruno deserve. This has cost the district over $1.2 million. $650,000 was spent. The money was taken, not $425. I was just at the last hearing at the courthouse. It's $260,000 for the forensic audit. Several $100,000 to divert a lot of the energy away from the manager and the board from not doing their job. And when it all totaled out, it came out to over $1.2 million. I also notified Hartford Insurance. They haven't received one dime since I gave them the same documentation that I have in this binder, which I'd be more than willing to share, that'll show that that not only was the manager, but the district was completely incompetent at looking at their finances. There's things in here that just shows you that basically they couldn't even go through their Visa cards, and I was the one that brought that to the forensic audit. So please consider changing some of these people out. If you look at a lot of the other cities, some of these cities have done this and moved their representatives and replaced them, and I think that was the right thing to do. The only one that's been held accountable so far is the public. It hasn't been these board members that were neglecting their job as representatives to the cities. So thank you very much.
And just for the record, what was your name?
My name is James Counts, C-O-U-N-T-S.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Elizabeth Fadum, and I'm here tonight on behalf of Cappuccino High School. I'm the drama director for our spring production of Our Town, and I'm here tonight with two representatives of our cast and crew who would like to say something.
So we, the members of Cappuccino High School Drama, I'm Cambria and this is Bryce, invite His Honor the Mayor and all the distinguished San Bruno City Council members to attend our spring production of Our Town on February 11th, or Saturday the 12th at 7 p.m. or on Sunday, April 13th at 2 p.m. This is more than a school play. It is a tribute to our San Bruno community and a celebration of Our Town's centennial. Thornton Wilder's Our Town is set in a small town very much like our own, approximately 100 years ago. We think it is fitting to look back at life in that time as we celebrate the 100th birthday of San Bruno.
Our lobby will host a photo gallery of both historical and current views of San Bruno as part of our celebration. Our new theater is a valuable addition to our community and a great way to share theater, dance, music, and culture with all our neighbors. As leaders of Our Town, we want you to be there with us to share this special event. San Bruno has a rich and wonderful history. We have shared great memories growing up here and also endured a great tragedy. As we hold each other up and remember those we lost, it is comforting to know that we can take pride in our town and joy and the friendships we have made during our time here at Cappuccino High School.
So we do have some posters and complimentary tickets that the city clerk has. And as was mentioned in the letter, we are having a huge lobby display with the history of San Bruno. There are over 25 people in the students in the cast and a total of 21 working the tech as well. So we have 2 representatives here tonight, but it is a very large group of San Bruno residents, and we would be honored if you could be at our performances.
Good. Thank you very much, and we look forward to it.
Thank you.
That's great. Dave?
David Nigel, 520 Skyline. In Ontario, California, earlier this month, I attended my 41st conference for all park recreation commissioners and board members and professionals. And I'm very happy to report that we have raised over $30,000 in scholarships for people that are majoring in recreation supervision and park management. And as a very active member since 1980 of that committee, the city of San Bruno is always mentioned at the state level. I'm very proud to be able to do that. And I just wanted to thank the council for giving me the opportunity to serve on the commission. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Dave. Okay. Anyone else?
Dennis Brager, 1012 Chula Vista Avenue, Burlingame, 30 years. For 15 of those years, I was pleased to be the trustee representing the city of Burlingame on the Mosquito and Vector Abatement District. It's kind of mixed emotions that I addressed the mayor and council today. It's kind of like seeing your mother-in-law, my mother-in-law, go off the cliff of my new Escalade. Your current representative always impressed me as somebody who was very detail-oriented, was concerned about the money, the policies of the district for the time I shared responsibilities with him. Somewhere along the line, the culture changed. The fiduciary responsibilities disappeared. Obviously, there was the embezzlement. But more importantly was the amount of money that is spent through legal fees. Actually, the amount of money spent in legal fees to support the current manager and the trustees exceeds the amount that is spent for the product that's used to kill the mosquitoes. I know I come from a 1947 background, which don't really understand the legalities of everything, but I think that's a little out of balance. I'm sure you read the, perhaps you haven't because you have reams of things to read, but the grand jury report was very specific. Number 1, the manager is incompetent. Number 2, the board is incompetent. Number 3, 4, 5 just follow. At least 14 of the cities of the 21 representatives have replaced their representative. I think it's time. I've been doing my job for 2 years. I think it's time you do yours.
Thank you. Anyone else under public comment?